We be the warriors, the Most High sent, so you know there is no destroying us. Ordained from the womb, prophets back from the tomb to cast out all these false doctrines.
We out here to tell you that the Christian church is garbage and ain't done nothing for us ever since we've been in America. That's right. All your leaders, all your councilmen, all of your religious leaders, all of them are a bunch of liars, and all your philosophies are a bunch of lies, man. We out here to give you the truth, man. It's a shame that I see all these black people out here and we can't talk about black solutions to fix black problems. You got all these fake ass organizations out here that ain't doing a damn thing for black people. Let me tell you something. We out here for black people to fix black people problems. That's right. Give me the first solution we need to do. Read what you got, Kate.
The book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 12. Ye Ethiopians.
Zechariah 2:1. 2:1. The first verse. 2:1. 2:1. Stay there. The first verse. Yeah.
The book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together.
Do what?
Gather yourselves together.
The Lord said for his people, black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, to gather themselves together. We out here gathered together right now, but don't nobody want to talk about black solutions. What's going to fix black people? All these black people out here, but we can't talk about black problems. All the black men want to do in America is party and have sex with hoes and get high, and all the black women want to do is have abortions, man.
Bring it out.
That's all we want to do in America is play games. The black man is a joke in America, man. Read it again.
Gather yourselves together. Yeah, gather together. O nation not desired.
Read it again.
Gather yourselves together. Yeah, gather together. O nation not desired.
The black man and Hispanic man is one nation. You got 12 tribes, one nation. You are that one nation that's not desired. That's why it's easy for the white man to shoot you down in the street and not get justice for what he's done to you, man. Because you that nation not desired. They put drugs in your neighborhood because you that nation not desired. They put abortion clinics in your neighborhood because you that nation not desired.
Bring it out.
Read it again, Hawk.
The book of Zephaniah, chapter 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Gather together, O nation not desired.
The Lord said for black people to gather themselves together. You know why? Because unity, if we got unity amongst each other, maybe the white man won't feel it so easy to kill us in the street, man.
That's right.
Maybe, just maybe, he'll be intimidated by our number. But he'll kill you easily because we so damn divided and separated, man. Ain't no unity in our communities. Read it again.
The book of Zephaniah, chapter 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yeah, gather together, O nation not desired.
Give me Ephesians 4, I believe it's verse 12. Because black people are gathered together right now. It's a whole bunch of black people out here. We gather together. But what does the Lord really mean? Because we gather together right now. Black people only unify in parties when they in that Christian church, when they at some African fest, whatever it is. But the Lord tell us to unify a certain way. Is that what I want? Ephesians 4:12. Read that.
The book of Ephesians, chapter 4 and verse 12. Verse 13. Till we all come together in unity of the faith and of the knowledge of the Son of God.
Until we all come. Let that go by real fast. Read it again.
The book of Ephesians, chapter 4 and verse 13. Till we all come together in the unity of the faith and of the knowledge of the Son of God.
So we gather together right now. But the Lord said until we come together in what?
In the faith and in the unity. Excuse me. And the faith and of the knowledge of the Son of God.
So we got to come into the knowledge of these scriptures. Black people need these scriptures. Let me tell you something. Black people had something called Black Wall Street established 60 years after they got out of slavery. Can't nothing stop black people in America because you the lowest people.
Right.
Black people had something called Black Wall Street in America.
Right.
You know why we can't have that today? Because we ain't got no moral laws amongst each other.
Right.
We kill each other in our own neighborhoods. We sell dope to each other in our own neighborhoods.
Right.
You know why? Because black people need laws, man.
That's right.
Black people need some type of guidance, and that's what this Bible is. Read it again.
The book of Ephesians, chapter 4 and verse 13. Till we all come together in the unity of the faith and of the knowledge of the Son of God unto a perfect man.
That's who we got to come to. Christ was a perfect man, you understand? The so-called white man can't kill Christ. He done killed every black leader that walked this earth, but Christ lived forever. Understand that, man. We follow a man who can't die. Who gave us the blueprint to fix black people. Black people need an identity and laws in America, because that's what we lost. Come up out of these Christian churches, come up out of that Muslim mosque, because they ain't doing nothing for us. I spit on every religion that we in, because they ain't doing nothing but getting us killed, man. Go to Leviticus 19. Leviticus 19 and 17. Let's get one law that'll kill black on black crime. One law that'll stop abortion. Just one. Got it?
The book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
What?
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
Can I sell dope to my brother?
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
Can I rob my brother?
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
What about sleep with my brother's wife?
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
Just that law alone, that one law. If black people applied that one law, that would fix black on black crime and all the evil that we do against each other.
Right.
Understand that. Read on.
And thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor, and not suffer sin upon him.
When you see drug dealing in your neighborhood, rebuke your neighbor. In other words, correct your people. Don't allow a drug dealer to live amongst you. Don't allow a child molester. And I'm going to tell you something. The Christian pastor is the biggest child molester in the black community. Understand that. You go in these churches, and I read an article on the internet, and they said 4 out of every 8 women have been molested. And I'm talking about black women. 4 out of every 8 black women have been molested before they turn 18. And that's just the ones who admitted it. So imagine the ones who scared to speak up. Our women need to be taught how to dress in this society. Give me 1 Timothy 2 and 9. Our women need to be taught how to dress in this society. Why do our women walk up and down the block dressed like prostitutes? Why is that? Because a lot of them done been molested when they little. So they feel comfortable with walking around like a hoe. And then you watch BET all day. You watch Beyonce, Nicki Minaj all day. And they tell you, be like that. Be like that. Black women, you got a dress code according to the scriptures. Let's read it.
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2 and verse 9. In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
In what?
In modest apparel.
In modest apparel. Not showing off your shape to every man to look at, man. Your shape is supposed to be for your husband to see, man. And then you wonder why some dog come and sleep with you. Now you ain't got no daddy to take care of the babies. All because you want to entice every man.
That's right.
You attract what you present. Understand? Give me Sirach 26, I think it is. Sirach 23 and 26, I think it is. The wicked, it's a portion. You know what I'm talking about? If black women knew how to dress, we would know. She would know who to look for. The wrong person, the wrong man wouldn't confront the black woman like a hoe if she wouldn't dress like one. Like if you're not a hoe, then why dress like one? That's like me dressing up like a police officer, and I'm not a police officer.
Right.
It don't make sense. You can't even tell the difference between a decent woman and a hoe today. And that's a shame in our community.
That's right.
Drop that. Just go back to 1 Timothy. You got it for me? You got it for me?
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 26 and verse 25. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog.
A what?
A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog.
The Bible says, God says that when you act shameless and you're a woman, you shall be counted as a dog. Everybody knows what a female dog is out here. I ain't got to say it. Everybody knows what a female dog is. Read it again.
A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog.
A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. You know what's shameless? You know what it means to be shameless? To step out the house with your ass hanging out your shorts, that's shameless for a woman.
Right.
The Bible said you should be counted as a dog. Guess what? Black men believe that too. Because black men will lay with you and leave you like you don't even exist. You know why? Because they see you as a dog. This Bible is a true book. Understand that. And it's for black people and black people only. Read it again.
Right. The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 26 and verse 25. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord.
But she that is shamefaced, in other words, she got modest apparel. Our brothers that got wives up here, guess what? They don't dress like hoes. We don't sleep with hoes up here.
Right.
That's right.
Let me tell you something. Black men need to stop sleeping with hoes. Imagine if every black man looked at a hoe as nasty. That would put pressure on that black woman that is a hoe.
That's right.
Because all the good men gonna be taken.
Right. Look it up.
The good man don't say, look, I ain't messing with no hoes. You nasty. You ain't nothing. So I'm gonna give me a righteous woman. The hoe gonna be like, okay, all the righteous men took it. Maybe I need to put some clothes on. But you know what the problem is? Black men love whores, man.
No.
Black men love whores. You don't want no wife. You don't want no righteous woman. Read what you got.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 26 and verse 25. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord.
So we understand that. Now I got a question for you Christians out here. I know y'all go in that Christian church. I know 90% of y'all Christians out here. Give me that sign right there. The devil. Give me the devil. Give me the devil. I want to ask you something, King. You right here that's been listening to us. I ain't gonna hurt you or nothing like that. I ain't gonna. Who is this? Who is this? Who is this? Who have black people been taught that this is? You know?
The white man. I mean, I'll play him out. What you mean? What you asking?
Who do black people see this as? I know you got a little. I see the uncle on around you, so I know you got a little, you know, whatever. But who does society say this is? Jesus Christ. Now, before I got into the scriptures, I was where you was. I thought I was Afrocentric. I thought I was African. You know, all that blackity black stuff. So now, one of the reasons why I denounced the Bible was because I was taught this right here. So I thought the Bible was a white man's book. Do you believe that? You can say whatever, bro. We out here being. You saw how I just spoke. We out here being real. You can say whatever. Do you believe it's some truth in it? So give me Revelation. Matter of fact, give me God. Where's God at? Daniel 10. Daniel 10 and 10 to 9. Give me God first. Is that Christ? Or is that the Most High? 7 to 9. All right. So we gonna get the description of God. Christ is God's son. I want the description of God in the Bible, because it describes how these people look.
Right.
All throughout the Bible.
Bring it out.
The Jews in the scriptures were black people.
Get out.
Understand that. Those people in Israel, those white people in Israel claiming to be Jews, they not Jews.
That's right.
They not Jews at all.
Right.
The Jews are stuck in the ghettos of America.
That's right.
The Jews are on crack.
That's right.
The Jews are aborting their babies. The Jews are in gangs. The Jews are in the club.
Right now.
Black man, guess what? You are the Jew according to the Bible.
That's right.
That's the good news. And if you repent and keep God's commandments, you'll put the white man who put you in slavery, you'll put him in slavery.
Right.
That's right.
Read what you got.
The book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down.
So Daniel wrote this. Daniel was a black man. He was an Israelite. So Daniel said what?
I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit.
The Ancient of Days, according to the Bible, is talking about the Most High God. Not Christ, but the Most High. Read on.
Whose garment was white as snow.
So God has a garment as white as snow. In order for him to have a garment is clothing. In order for him to have a garment, what else does he have to have? A body. God ain't no puff of smoke in heaven. God got a body according to the Bible.
That's right.
Read.
Whose garment was white as snow, and his hairs of his head.
The what?
The hairs of his head.
Hold up. The hairs of his head. It's going to tell you the texture of his hair. God's hair. Read on.
Like the pure wool.
Like the what?
Like the pure wool.
Nah, it was stringy.
Like the pure wool.
Nah, it was dead.
Like the pure wool.
It was nappy.
Like the pure wool.
God has woolly hair.
That's right.
Let me see your hair. Take off your hat. Take off your hat. You see that beautiful hair? God got hair like that, man.
That's right.
That's right.
God got hair like that. Love your hair. You know why? Because God got it. Don't ever let nobody tell you that your hair nappy. They go for you black women too, because you learn to put that weave in your hair like you ashamed to rock what God got you.
That's right.
Don't you know God put that in your hair because you the best thing to walk the earth?
That's right.
But you deny his beauty and go put a white woman's hair in your hair.
Right.
Go ahead.
His throne was like the fiery flame.
So drop that. So we got God. Give me Christ. Give me his son. Revelation. Because this is big amongst the black community. This is all throughout our churches. This is who we worship right here. We came over here in slavery on chains, and they gave us this image right here. But is this in the Bible? Is it in the Bible, or is the white man the devil? Is the white man a liar? The white man's the devil the Bible speaks of. Understand that? Read.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
So this is John the Revelator. He was in prison. Black men, we go to prison. John was in prison too. John said this is the revelation of Jesus Christ, meaning the revealing of Jesus Christ. Jump to verse 14.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
His what?
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
There go that wool again. God got woolly hair. Guess what? Christ got woolly hair too.
Right.
Go ahead.
As white as snow.
It was fully gray. Almost like his, but he ain't have no, Christ ain't have no black in his hair. His was all white. Go ahead.
As white as snow. And his eyes were
what?
His eyes were as a flame of fire.
Why was Christ, what does the Bible mean when it said Christ had eyes like fire? What does that mean? Give me Genesis. What does that mean? If anybody is familiar with the Bible, Christ's first miracle was what? Anybody know? There's a lot of Christians out here. You should know this. Christ's first miracle was that he turned water into wine. And you know what happened to black people's eyes once they start drinking wine? They turn red. Christ drank wine. He wasn't a drunk. He wasn't an alcoholic, but he sipped his wine from time to time.
Right.
Read what you got.
The book of Genesis, chapter 49 and verse 12. His eyes shall be red with wine.
His what?
His eyes shall be red with wine.
So now, when you go back to Revelation and it says his eyes was a flame of fire, it's a metaphor, a parable. Just like black people talk today, we talk in slang. We'll say one thing, it'll mean something else. So everything that the Bible say ain't literal, but it's real. You understand? It's just going into something else. Go ahead.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool, and white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Okay, so we got this image right here, and we got this right here. So now we got white woolly hair. Does this man have white woolly hair? No, he don't. You're a smart man. This man got white woolly hair? No, he don't. He ain't got white woolly. That's strike one on his image. What about the flame of fire eyes, the red eyes? So this man got it? He got blue eyes. So this is inaccurate according to the Bible.
Right.
So far, let's get some more. Read.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
His what?
His feet like unto fine brass.
So the color of Christ's feet was like fine brass. What color is brass? is brown. Brass is brown. So Christ was a brown man with white woolly hair. Not only was he brown, read on.
As if they burned in a furnace.
So Christ was so dark and black that he was blacker than you.
Right.
He looked like his feet was burned in a furnace. If you take anything and burn it in a furnace or oven, that's what a furnace is. If you take anything and burn it, what color does it come out? Black. It comes out black. Jesus Christ was a black man according to the Bible. God is black, the Israelites are black.
That's right.
Don't let nobody tell you that the Bible is the white man's book.
Read up.
You understand? This Bible talk about the white man going into slavery, man. And black people ruling them. Give me Revelation 13:9. Real fast. And then after that I want Song of Solomon. Read on.
The book of Revelations, chapter 13 and verse 9. If any man have an ear,
Christ said, if any man have an ear, read on,
let him hear.
Meaning if you got understanding and understand this, we all got ears. Go ahead.
He that leadeth into captivity.
What the white man do to us?
He that leadeth into captivity.
What the Arab do to us?
He that leadeth into captivity.
What about the African?
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
God is just, man. God said that he who leads his people into slavery is going to go into slavery. Understand that. Read on.
He that killeth with the sword.
He that do what?
He that killeth with the sword.
Trayvon Martin.
He that killeth with the sword.
Eric Gordon.
He that killeth with the sword.
Mike Brown.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
The white man must be killed with the sword, man.
That's right.
Thus saith the Most High. Give me Song of Solomon. Let's get some more color in this Bible. You Christians don't know this book, man. You Christians don't even read the Bible.
Right.
You listen to that pork chop eating pastor more than you read this Bible.
That's right. Get out.
Read.
Song of Solomon, chapter 1 and verse 5. I am black, but comely.
What did Solomon say?
I am black, but comely.
What did King Solomon say?
I am black, but comely.
What color are the Jews?
I am black, but comely.
Solomon said he was black, but comely.
Right.
Meaning black and beautiful.
Right.
That's what we say today, right? We black and beautiful. King Solomon in the Bible said the same thing. Read it again. Read it again.
Song of Solomon, chapter 1 and verse 5. I am black, but comely.
I am B-L-A-C-K in the King James Version Bible, the same book you got sitting in your churches.
Right.
Why ain't you reading this in the church? Why ain't your pastor reading this to you in the church? Because your pastor sell out, man. Your pastor done sold you out. All your religious leaders done sold you out. They'll never tell you the truth.
Bring it out.
They'll never tell you that you're the greatest man that walked the earth and the greatest woman to walk the earth. They tell you to hold hands and love everybody while the white man kill you. While everybody else come into your neighborhood and take advantage of you, man. They tell you to love everybody. But God said to separate from these people, man.
That's right.
The Lord said it. The Lord said to separate from these people and come together amongst your own people, man.
Right.
Read on. Jump down to verse 10.
Verse 10. Thy cheeks are comely with rows of jewels.
Solomon said his cheeks, his teeth was comely with rows of jewels.
That's right.
Just like black people today. This Bible is your character, man.
That's
this
right.
Bible got your spirit written all on it. This man got gold because he had descended from King Solomon. Understand that.
Right.
King Solomon was the richest man on the earth, had plenty of women, had plenty of gold. What black men like? We like plenty of women and plenty of gold, man.
That's right.
Put it all in our mouth. Put it, hold on, read on, read on.
Thy neck with chains of gold.
Thy what?
Thy neck with chains of gold.
Thy neck with chains of gold. That's a black man in the Bible for you. King Solomon. That was Christ's great-great-great-great-granddaddy, man.
Right.
And he had gold chains and gold teeth like his brother got right here.
Yeah.
King Solomon was a black man. Christ was a black man. What you got? What else you got? What you holding? Jeremiah, read that.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 14 and verse 2. Judah morning.
Okay, Judah morning. Let's break this down slowly. What are the 12 tribes now? Okay. It says Judah is in mourning. What does the word mourning mean? What does the word mourning mean? The word mourning means suffering, sorrow, It said the tribe of Judah is in sorrow. According to this sign right here, we can prove all this we got right here. Just get in class. We got free classes 7 days a week, 3 times a day, all free. Get in class and you will learn how to break this down. You will learn who you are according to the Bible. We were Israel United in Christ. We got 17 schools across America, all independent owned. The white man don't teach us nothing in them. We teach each other. We got our own schools. 17 of them. The closest one to here is in Memphis, Tennessee. Y'all get in class and y'all learn this truth. So what does it say?
Judah mourning.
Okay, so we got Judah is in mourning. Who is Judah? Judah is the so-called American blacks. That's what your nationality is. You are Judites. You are the children of Judah. You are Israelites from the tribe of Judah. That's who you are. Judites. Christ was from the tribe of Judah. King Solomon was from the tribe of Judah. King David was from the tribe of Judah. That's the head tribe when you deal with all the other 11 tribes.
That's right.
The black man in America is the head tribe. That's why when you deal with stuff like the Black Panther Party, this was the first one to rise up. And then you had Ephraimites, who are the Puerto Ricans today, who they call themselves, the Young Lords. Every time this tribe right here start to wake up and rouse up in society, these other tribes will follow. Because Judah is the head tribe. Read it again.
Judah mourning, and the gates thereof languish.
Hold on, read that first part again, just the first part.
Judah mourning.
So it says Judah is in mourning. The American blacks are in mourning. They're suffering the worst on the earth.
Right.
They're the ones that got drugs pushed off through their communities. They're the ones that ain't got fathers to raise them. They're the ones that ain't got mothers to raise them. They're the ones that don't got no nationality. The tribe of Judah is in mourning. Read on.
And the gates thereof languish.
And the gates thereof languish. The gates, when the Bible mentions the gates, it's talking about the leadership. It said what about the gates?
And the gates thereof languish.
They languish, meaning they lack. Meaning the tribe of Judah, they leadership, it lacks. Name me one black leader. I'll wait. One black leader. Just one. Crickets. We ain't got no black leaders because the Bible said that the gates thereof languish. Meaning our leaders lack. Jesse Jackson is a sellout. Al Sharpton is a sellout. Your Christian pastor is a sellout. And I'm going to hit you with something else. Farrakhan is a sellout too. Farrakhan is a sellout too. What's that, what you got, a Million Man March in October? He just need to re-up again. He getting all them people together to get his money back, man. That's all. Right. He ain't finna teach black people no solutions. Talking about, what is it, justice or else. That's just another hands up, don't shoot. What's some other stupid slogans we had? Black Lives Matter, no justice, no peace. That's all that, no justice or else. That's just another slogan that we come up with and it'll fail. The real solution is these scriptures. Following the law, statutes, and commandments. Read on. Jeremiah 14. Read on.
And the gates thereof languish. They are black.
What color is the tribe of Judah?
They are black.
What color is the Jews?
They are black.
They are black. Read on.
Until the ground.
Meaning they different shades of brown. Because when you deal with the ground, it's different shades of brown.
That's right.
The deeper you dig, the blacker it get.
Right.
The tribe of Judah is just like that ground. They're the same color as that ground. Read on.
And the cry of Jerusalem is gone up.
Give me Job now. Job 30 and 30.
Bring it out.
Another color scripture. If color don't matter, why God put it in the Bible? If it don't matter.
Right.
Obviously it matters. You know why it matters? Because they've been lying to us about what God looked like, about what Christ looked like. So it was important to the Most High to put it in his book. To show you know this is the truth. Read what you got.
Job chapter 30 verse 30. My skin is black upon me.
What did Job say?
My skin is black upon me.
Job said that his skin is black upon me. All of these people are Israelites. Right. So who the hell are these white people that's calling themselves Israelites that ain't black?
Bring it out.
They in your land today repping your nationality. Right. They stole your nationality in slavery. Anybody seen Roots? Give me Isaiah 1 and 3. Anybody seen Roots? What they do to Kunta Kinte? They beat his name out of him. The problem is Kunta Kinte was a Muslim. Some of us were Muslims, because believe it or not, you had the sub-Saharan slave trade, where the Arabs enslaved us, and then they gave us over to the Africans. Then the Africans sold us to the so-called white man. So that's how we learned that Islam garbage. Because we was in slavery under Arabs. Right. A lot of Muslims in America, they run away from Christianity and join Muslim because they think Christianity is a slave religion, which it is, but they just running into another slave religion. You learn that in slavery too at another time. Read what you got.
Isaiah chapter 1 verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner.
Okay, the Bible says that an ox is a dumb animal. It said the ox knows who owns him. He knows where to get his power at. Like black people don't know where their power is. You think your power is in America. Right. America don't give a damn about black people. You still ain't learned that yet? Bring that out. It's been 400 years. They still don't give a damn about you.
Bring it out.
Your power is not in America.
That's right.
Your power is not in Africa. Understand that. Read on.
And the ass his master's crib.
A jackass, another dumb animal, he knows where his land is at. I told you this book is a black book. What did they call our dwelling place?
And the ass his master's crib.
What does the black man call his home?
The ass his master's crib.
The Most High talk just like black people. He said your crib is where you dwell at. What the black man call his house? His crib. This is a black book. Black people wrote this book.
That's right.
Read it from the top again.
The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel.
But God's people, this people on this sign right here, black people from down to Hispanic people to Native Indian people, we all one people. They separated us in slavery, but we all one people. They done divided our languages up to make you feel like they ain't your people. They got them speaking Spanish. All y'all came from slave ships. Whether you stopped in Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Cuba, all of y'all came from off them slave ships.
That's right.
You understand? Y'all are the same people.
Right.
Read on. It said that what? Israel what?
But Israel doeth not know.
Israel don't know what his identity is. Brother's been asking, what the brother, the soldier right here been asking people, what's your nationality? We got black, we got African American. Yesterday a Negro told me Egyptian. Like how we got all these different names and we in the same neighborhoods, the same people, but we got all these different names.
Right.
Because the Bible said that Israel don't know who they are. Give me Jeremiah 17:4. Jeremiah 17:4. Why don't we know who we are? You got it? Read.
Jeremiah chapter 17 verse 4. And thou, even thyself.
So thou, even thyself, Israel, go ahead.
Shall discontinue from thy heritage.
What?
Discontinue from thy heritage.
When did that happen? In slavery. The Most High already prophesied that you would discontinue from your heritage. That's why in another scripture he tell you come together. Come back to your heritage. This is your heritage. This is what's going to save you from getting killed by white people.
Right. That's right.
This is what's going to save you from killing each other.
Right.
Because if you know who your brother is, just maybe you won't kill him.
Right.
Just maybe you won't kill him. Read it from the top again.
And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee.
That the Lord gave us. The Most High gave us the greatest heritage on the planet. That's these laws, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
That's what the Most High gave us. Give me, let's go to Deuteronomy. Let's go to Deuteronomy. Because we got a lot of problems amongst black people. Like, why do we go through the hell that we go through? Why is that? Why are we on the bottom? Why do we go into slavery? Why can't we get a job? Why can't we prosper in America? Why is that? Let's let the Bible answer it for it. Go ahead, read. 28, 15, yeah.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So, if you're familiar with the Bible, this is the book of Deuteronomy. This what, the 5th book of the Bible? The 5th book of the Bible, the book of Deuteronomy. They had just left Egypt, which is Exodus. That's the 2nd book of the Bible. In Exodus, the Israelites were enslaved in Egypt. They got freed under the hand of the Most High by Moses under the Egyptians. Because I'm going to tell you something. Them Egyptians oppressed us just like the white man is oppressing us today.
That's right.
Moses freed us from the Egyptians. And then we went through the Red Sea, all that. We went in the wilderness, and we got commandments. Now this is Moses telling the Israelites what would happen to them, the consequences if we kept the commandments, if we broke the commandments. Let's read what would happen if we kept the commandments. Read it from the top again.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So these commandments that I just gave you, if you listen to these commandments, go ahead.
To observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
Let me tell you something. God did not create everybody to be equal. God created these people to rule the earth, man.
That's right.
He didn't create you to be stuck in no ghetto, to be stuck in no jail cell.
Right.
He created you to sit on a throne, man, with about 100, with all kind of food and all kind of servants. That's what he created you for, man. Read on. Jump down to 15. But so he said, if you obey the commandments, you'll be blessed. I'll put you above all nations. That's if you keep my commandments. Read verse 15. Let's see the flip side.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So now, if you don't listen, go ahead.
To observe, to do all the commandments and the statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee.
These what?
Curses shall come upon thee.
So now, all throughout the scriptures, give me, I think it's Daniel 9. Daniel 9 where it said we rebelled against the Most High. You know what I'm talking about? Who know what I'm talking about? Daniel 9?
Daniel chapter 9 verse 5. We have sinned. And
we have what?
We have sinned.
So now back to that Deuteronomy. The Most High said if you break my commandments. So while I went here to show you that the Israelites always rebel. We have sinned. Go ahead.
And have committed iniquities.
Go ahead.
And have done wickedly. And have rebelled.
So if they rebel, what was going to happen to them? The curses. So for them being rebellious, showing you that they got because when you look at the Jews today, they real blessed. So you might think that, well, they got the blessings. They didn't get the curses. Well, the Bible just said that they were always rebellious. So what they going to get is the curses. Showing you that those Jews today, they're not the real Jews. Because if the real Jews, according to the Bible, they're rebellious. So they will be cursed. So go back to Deuteronomy 28.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So we just read that the Israelites didn't listen to the Most High. Go ahead.
To observe and do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee.
Jump down to 46.
Verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and a wonder.
So those curses will be upon the Israelites for a sign. What is a sign used for? A sign is used to identify something. So these curses would help you identify who the Israelites are today. So we're going to read these curses to see who the Israelites are today. Give me verse 32. No, give me verse 43. Right, yeah, 43.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 43.
So these is one of them signs. Go ahead.
The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high.
Meaning the other nations, the people who ain't on this sign, the strangers, they gonna get above you very high. Are not black people on the bottom and the other people very high? Read on.
And thou shalt come down very low.
And we shall come down very low. We the best people on the earth. We the best athletes. We the best actors. We made everything in America. We built America for free. So why are we on the bottom still? Because we rebel against this Bible.
Right.
The Most High said if we broke his commandments like loving your own people. We did not want to do that. So you say, you know, okay, if you don't want to love your own people, love your oppressor. Love your enemy. Get under him. Read on. Jump down to 32. Jump up to 32.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
This was written thousands of years ago. What is this talking about? The transatlantic slave trade. Our sons and our daughters was given to another people. Who is that other people? The so-called white man, the so-called African, the so-called Arab, the so-called Chinese. The Bible is an accurate, true book. Right. Read on.
And thy eyes shall look and fall with longing for them all the day long.
Your eyes gonna see your children get taken from you, and you gonna fail with longing from them. Meaning you gonna cry, you gonna miss your children. When that happened? On them plantations. On the plantations, you got Master Charles in Virginia. You might be in Tennessee. Your sons and your daughters shall be given to another people. And all you're gonna be able to do is look and cry about it. We wouldn't have the military might, the economic might to get our kids back, which we still in the condition today. We can't even leave America without a passport. You still in slavery.
Right.
If you not in slavery, leave America right now with no passport and see if you can go. You still a slave in this place. You still a white man's property. But the Lord wants you to know, if you come back to his commandments, you'll be his property. And guess what? The white man gonna be your property.
Bring it out.
Go jump to verse 68. Give me verse 68. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Okay, so the Israelites just left out of Egypt. How did they get out of Egypt, you know? How did the Israelites leave Egypt?
Jesus.
No, it wasn't Jesus. He wasn't on the earth yet.
Jesus too.
No. We came over here on you almost there. I'm gonna bring it home for you. You almost there. How did No, in the Bible, when the Israelites left out of Egypt, how did they get out of Egypt? They walked. Because you can walk from Israel to Egypt. It's landlocked. So read it again.
Verse 28. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So from Israel to Egypt, you don't need no ship to get from Israel to Egypt. It's land there. So what is the Bible talking about? It goes back to that slave. Just because it says one thing don't mean it's saying what you're reading. It can be saying something else. So let's get the biblical definition of what Egypt is saying. Go ahead.
Exodus chapter 20 verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Out of what?
The house of bondage.
What is Egypt?
Bondage.
So Egypt represents slavery. So go back to Deuteronomy 28. This is a prophecy that was written over thousands and thousands of years ago. Show me a prophecy in Egypt. Show me a prophecy in Africa. You can't do it. Because this is the only book that deals with prophecy. It's the only real book on this planet, man. Right. Believe it, accept it or not. Go ahead.
Right. Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
The Lord said he's going to bring you into slavery again with ships. Now we just read all throughout this Bible about black people. What black people went on slave ships? What you got? Read that.
This is the book Babylon to Timbuktu. In the year 65 BC, the Roman armies under General Pompey captured Jerusalem. In 70 AD, General Vespasian and his son Titus put an end to the Jewish state with great slaughter.
So now, when we was in Jerusalem to 70 AD. In 70 AD, this is a history book. In 70 AD, Romans came to Jerusalem and they surrounded Jerusalem.
Yes, they did.
Read on.
During the period of the military governors of Palestine, many outrages and atrocities were committed against the residue of the people. During the period from Pompey to Julius, it has been estimated that over 1 million Jews fled into Africa.
Did what?
Fled into Africa.
So now, that's why we come out when we tell you you're not African. That's why. They teach you that you was taken from Africa, which is correct. But that was just a temporary dwelling place.
Bring it out.
At first you was in Jerusalem, and then you fled into Africa running from Roman people. Why? Because you can blend in with them Africans.
Right.
Like you can't really tell the African, and I can because I've been looking at Africans. I can tell an African when I see one. But to people like that don't really, ain't on my level of understanding, they'll look at an African, can't really tell them apart. So now we fled into Africa. It said what? 1 million Jews?
It is estimated that over 1 million Jews fled into Africa, fleeing Roman persecution and slavery.
So that's how we got into Africa. So once we got into Africa, that's why Africans sold us to the white man. We weren't the same people. Africans were not selling Africans to the white man. They weren't selling their own people. That don't make sense. Africans were selling Jews in the slave trade.
Bring it out.
What you get, some more?
The slave markets were full of black Jewish slaves.
Of what?
Black Jewish slaves.
That's your heritage. That's the heritage that you lost in slavery.
That's right.
You are an Israelite.
That's right.
Your heritage is these laws, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
That's your heritage. What you got?
It is estimated that over 100,000 Jews departed from Spain and Portugal during the persecutions and the expulsion. Some of these Jews went into Northern Europe, Italy, and Turkey, but most of them went into Muslim countries of Northern and Western Africa.
Showing you that we wasn't just in Africa. We wasn't taken from only Africa. We got a...
These black Jews...
These what?
Black Jews would naturally go to African countries most of all because of less persecution, and they could disguise themselves easily among blacks.
So that's how we ended up in Africa. We were running from Romans. The white man, and our beef with the white man is not something recent. This goes back thousands of years ago. This goes back ever since the white man was born.
That's right.
You understand? This is not, the white man been killing you. The white man been oppressing you. It's all throughout the Bible. The Greek captivity. You got that Nature Knows No Color Line? Read that.
This is the book Nature Knows No Color Line. The Negro came first to the Indies from Spain.
From where?
From Spain.
From Spain. So what, they Africans? No, they were from Spain. They weren't Africans. You want to know why you was in Spain? Because you ruled Spain too.
That's right.
In 78, what was it? It tell you when you, I forgot. It tell you before you get here. It's the Dark Ages, but it tell you specifically here somewhere. Let me see. I think it was like something AD. I forget. But we ruled Spain. When you deal with the Moors, we ruled Spain for 1,000 years. And then the white man came and conquered us in Spain and started taking us over here. That's why when you read it here, it tell you that the first slaves came from Spain to the Indies, because we was in Spain ruling. Those were Jews. All throughout this book right here, you got coats of arms showing you how we ruled in Europe. All of those are coats of arms in Europe. We ruled in Europe. The black man ain't exclusive to Africa. We was all over the place ruling the earth.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
That's why we say all black people, all of us ain't Africans. Some of us come from Europe. That's because the Jews were scattered. All throughout the Bible, the Jews would be prophesied to be scattered all over the earth. Give me Deuteronomy. Start Deuteronomy 28 again. Let's go back to the Bible. Let's get the prophecy. We just read when it happened. We finna read God telling you when it would happen, before it happened. God foretold that you were going to slavery on ships. Let's read it.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee again, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So the word Egypt means bondage. It said the Lord shall bring the Israelites into bondage again with ships. What people went on slave ships? Black people. I'm gonna tell you something else. The Hispanics went on slave ships too. The Native Indians, they went on slave ships too. We got black Indians. We got that book. We ain't got black. In the book called Black Indians, it'll tell you that the slave trade really started in 1492 with the Native Americans. They took them back to Europe. That's when the slave trade kicked off, not in 1619. That's when our slavery kicked off. But the Native Americans, your Puerto Ricans, your Dominicans, they been slaves. That's why they so brainwashed, they think they white people. They don't even identify with y'all. But they the same people. That's how brainwashed they are.
Right.
They don't even know that they black people. They don't even know their history about them being slaves. That's how long they've been enslaved. Give me read on. Deuteronomy 28:68.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Read on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Go ahead.
Thou shalt not see it no more.
Read it again.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
Meaning your homeland. You will be took in slavery on ships, and you wouldn't see your homeland no more. That's why ever since we've been over here, we have not been back to Jerusalem as a nation. We ain't seen our homeland no more again. Read on.
And there ye shall be sold.
You shall be what?
Sold unto your enemies.
Unto your who?
Enemies.
The white man is who?
Enemies.
The Arab is who?
Enemies.
You got enemies according to God, man.
That's right. That's right.
God don't love everybody.
Right. That's right.
God don't want everybody in one mesh pot, loving, holding hands and all that. If that was true, why would God give one people another people enemies? Why would he make them enemies? That's right. Because God don't love everybody the same. That's right. According to the, read it again.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Unto your who?
Enemies.
Your friends.
Enemies.
So, according to God, what is the white man's relationship with you? He's your enemy. White people did not write this book. If white people wrote this book, why would they tell you that I'm your enemy when they tell you to love everybody? Black people wrote this book. Don't let nobody tell you that white people wrote the Bible. Black people wrote the Bible. It got all our problems. It got all our solutions. What we got to do? We just got to...
Shalom, Israel. I'm Elder Nathaniel, Israel United in Christ. YouTube likes to shut our channels down, as some of you have noticed, ever so often. Subscribing to join IUIC will assure you will always stay connected to our YouTube accounts. We want to do our best to make sure this truth gets out. Please click and join our subscriber YouTube channel called Join IUIC to stay linked to all of our videos. So again, please make sure you subscribe to this and join IUIC channel to get your latest updates from all our YouTube channels. Shalom.